I'm riding my bike from the west coast of the USA to the east coast. In this video, I'm in Oklahoma, but I'm honing in on what I do when I arrive at my camp, how I relax, set up my tent, and turn it into my home for the night. This is the campground at Acadia. That was the way in. Down there's the water. I'm not allowed to swim there apparently, you have to go to the swimming beach. There's more campsites. I'm at campsite number 303 up here. I have this whole thing to myself. Normally there's a 2-night minimum, but she found that this campsite was vacant for tonight, so I've got it just for one night. It cost me $20. I do sometimes wonder what I'm paying for because there's a toilet, but there's no showers, no water, no power. But it's peace and quiet, and I'm relatively secure here. Bit noisy from the road, but never mind. So yeah, that's where my tent will go. That's where I will do all my cooking, which basically is boiling water and pouring some dried mashed potato into it and some tuna on top and a bit of salad on the side, and it'll be great. It's always important to have a good rest when you're camping and cycling. It's hard work at times. So when I get to camp, I usually just sort of sit around for half an hour, maybe even an hour, sometimes even lay down, and I just chill. There's really no point in rushing to set up the tent unless it's getting late in the day. And it all goes much easier when you're nice and relaxed and chilled. And this is what I see when I'm chilling. Looking to see if there's any squirrels up there, but I haven't seen any. They're running around on the ground, but there are none above me. Probably just as well. Do not need a squirrel shit landing on my face. Yep. Nice and relaxed and chilled. When you're camping, as long and as often as I am, it's a good idea to have everything sorted out so that you can find things really quickly. Now, I know that some people leave their panniers on their bikes, but
I actually don't. I take almost everything off because I don't want any animals mucking around with it overnight, or people that I don't know helping themselves to some of the things on my bike. It's just safer to have everything in the tent with me. And now we're going to have a look in the tent and see how I set it up, because it's always set up the same. So at this end, there is my pannier with my clothes in it, and that works as my pillow. I just bash it around a bit to soften it so it's not packed so compactly, and it works great as a pillow. My sarong goes over the top as a pillowcase. In the flap at the back there is the pump for pumping up the air mattress, and my light for head torch for overnight. In the centre I have my air mattress, which I haven't pumped up yet, and my sleeping bag and sleeping bag liner. And I actually have a spare sleeping bag there, but the weather's so warm at the moment I don't need it, but very often I use both. In the corner next to my head, over there, is my pannier with all of my toiletries, medical stuff, and also all my electronics. So I have it right next to my head. Going down the side are the things that I don't use very often, because I tend to get in and out of one side and put the things that I don't really need on the other side. So there's the spare sleeping bag, there's my helmet, gloves, buff, which I won't use until tomorrow. There's my bike repair kit, my spare tube, my spare tyre, my jumper, which I won't need. There's my ground sheet, which is usually inside that bag. That red bag there is the one that has the tent in it. And whenever the tent's up and things are unpacked, all of the bags that I use, like the sleeping bag, the bag that the sleeping bags go in, the bag that the air mattress goes in, the two different bags for the tent, everything gets stored in this one bag, so I always know where to find it. Underneath that is the pannier. Underneath that is the pannier that has the sleeping bags and the tent in it, so that when I get to pack up in the morning, all of those things are together. And they're down at the bottom near my feet because I won't use them until tomorrow when I'm packing up. At the entrance side, I've got up the top, what will go there? Oh, my bag that has my wallet and all of my valuables will go on that side of my head. My toiletries bag, and normally when I'm setting up the tent, I put right on top of that the clothes that I'm going to wear tomorrow, and my towel, and what I'm going to wear overnight, so that's all together. Then I have a plastic bag here, because when I get into the tent at night, I want to put my shoes on something, particularly if they're muddy. If they've got mud underneath, I don't want that mud inside the tent, so just a plastic bag there. And yeah, when it rains, if it rains while I'm cycling, that bag is actually very closely, it's in a pannier that I can grab really quickly, and my shoes then go inside that bag, and I just put my flip-flops on when I'm cycling, if the weather's not too cold, and then when it's raining. And then when it stopped raining, I can just take my flip-flops off, put them in that bag, take the shoes out, put them on. Okay, but that's irrelevant. And down in this far corner, easily grabbed, that's my food pannier. So all my food and cooking stuff's there, so that when it comes time to cook tea, I just have to unzip the tent, which I'm now zipping up, and it's all within reach. And that is all packed exactly the same every day, so that yeah, I always know exactly where everything is.